So I decided to stop at a TA in Mount Vernon today. I had to grab a quick shower, log a break, and I'm hungry, so I done got in my mind I want me some Popeye chicken, some some spicy drumsticks. Oh man, I wish they was hotter. I really do. I like them. And I pull in, and hold on, guys. Let me get past this truck here. All right, I pull into this truck stop, right, and I see something I haven't seen before. The paid parking, the reserve parking, it's been a thing for the last few years. You know, a lot of the truck stops have adapted it and started having reserve spots, which I thought was kind of cool at the time, because I was like, you know, that's another way to utilize some revenues. But keep in mind, I have not been to Mount Vernon, TA in probably a year and a half. I pull in there, and first thing I notice is all the reserved parking. I shit you not, half the parking lot is reserved parking. Half. And I was like, whoa, good, wow, what in the hell's going on here? So I make a loop around, and all the free parking is taken up, leaving only the reserve parking, and about 90% of it's available. So I'm trying to go in and get a shower, so I go ahead and hit a reserve spot, walk in, talk to the lady, tell her, you know, I'm just going to grab a quick shower, about to eat, and I'm gone. Is it cool if I park out there? And this was at 6 o'clock this evening, so she was like, yeah, it's cool, you know. If it had been later, we wouldn't be able to do that. I said, all right, cool. I said, I'll make it quick. And I took care of my business and got out. And as I'm sitting in the truck, tearing up this chicken like they ain't no, boy, I was tearing up that chicken, looking like a cat tearing up a loaf of bread. And I'm talking about, yep. Anyway, there's a guy on a golf cart rolling around, and I'll sit there and watch him. And a truck was parked in an undesignated space, and dude just pulled up and popped the brakes, turned the truck off, and went straight to the truck stop. So you know what's up with that. He was knocking on his door, going to try to tell him to move. I called him over to where I was at, and I said, you know, that guy right there just popped the brake and ran in the store, truck stop there, so he probably will be back in a minute. I said, it's like he had an emergency. And he said, oh, okay, well, I appreciate it, man. And I asked him, I said, hey, man, I said, do you do this normal, you know, is this a thing now? He said, what, reserve parking? I said, yeah. I said, do you make rounds is what I'm saying? He said, yeah. I said, oh, that's pretty cool, man, that's pretty cool. I said, I haven't parked here forever, because last time I parked here, it was crazy. And he said, yeah, that's why we started it. And I was like, what's up with all these reserve spots? He said, well, he said, that ain't nothing. He said, I just heard today that they're going to be putting 24 more reserve spots in. Now, listen, I'm trying to tell you, this ain't no 5, 10, 15 spots. We talking about half the parking lot. So if you've been to the TA in Mount Vernon, you know they got quite a bit of parking. And as you come through the fuel island, the whole line, all the way back to on the right, all the way back around the corner, reserved. In the center, you got those pull-through spaces, those slanted pull-through spaces, all the way down, all reserved. I'm telling you guys, half the parking lot, if not more, was reserved parking. And this guy just told me that they're putting 24 more, making them reserved as well. And he said, what really don't make any sense, man, he said they just upped the fee too, from $15 to $18. I said, you kidding me? He said, no. He said, that right there, he said, I told him, I said, y'all crazy? He said, you know what, when's it going to stop? And I kind of laughed. I said, man, we're not even on the ELD mandate yet. I said, it's going to get a lot worse. I said, that $18 is going to seem cheap in a year or two. I said, and you'll be lucky to have any free spots in here. And he said, you know, that's what their goal is. That is what the goal is. What is happening is these guys are seeing a niche inside the industry happening, and they're taking advantage of it. Which, I mean, if any of us own a truck stop, we'd do the same thing. So, you know, it's all supply and demand, what people's willing to pay for, and people are willing to pay for it, so they're going to do it. But what I realize, and I'm theorizing this now, I'm theorizing. When somebody does something new and it's a success, what happens? The other people follow suit. So I'm theorizing in the next 2 years, we're going to run out of free parking at these truck stops. I mean, it's going to get to the point where everything's reserved. And $18? Oh man, watch it start and see if they don't start a membership. You know, you got a monthly fee to have parking here, or you got to buy X amount of gallons to have parking here. You got to spend X amount of dollars in this truck stop or this chain to have your parking pass. Guys, it's going to get nasty. It's going to get nasty, and we're not even under the ELD mandate yet. It's going to get nasty. I just seen this and I thought, man, oh God, it's going to get nasty. It's kind of like a new niche inside the industry is being born with the ELDs. And you know what's going to happen at first? People are going to start avoiding the truck stops because they ain't going to pay. Most truck drivers ain't got $18, $20 a day for parking. So what are they going to do? The average driver is going to look for other places to park. They're going to be crowding the Walmarts, the Kmarts, the shoulders, the rest areas, anywhere they can get their truck in. And in doing so, what that's going to become is a nuisance to the counties and the towns across the nation. So what they're going to do in return is they're going to start issuing citations. And if they don't have laws about it, they're going to start putting up no parking signs. And that, next thing you know, now you're going to be risking a citation for parking a truck. And they're going to say, if you don't like it, go to the truck stop. And the truck stop says, if you don't pay us our money to park here, you can leave. So it's a double-edged sword. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. And we're not even under the damn ELD mandates yet. So it's going to get nasty, guys. I don't know how many of these truck stops are nationwide. This is the first one I've seen. And all I can think is we in a bad, let's see, we're about to go for a ride. Some big changes are really about to take place. And the parking situation of the truck stop being a paid for reserved parking lot is one that I didn't think about. I'm sure a lot of you guys have, but that's one thing, it caught me off guard when you pull in a truck stop and half the damn spots is reserved. Anyways, guys, $1 billion niche inside the industry is being born. It's about to get nasty. Anyways, guys, y'all buckle up, make sure those seatbelts on tight because it's going to get a little wild. See ya, bye.